Good morning all of you. So yesterday's homework someone have doubt, so that I want to clear first. Okay, this was that two questions. Find the value of x. What was the question? Find the x in the following figures. So first figure is this. Here the exterior angles are given 125. Here it is given x and here also given 125. So using the exterior angle sum property, what we can say, the sum of that exterior angles always it will be, if it is any polygon, the sum of the exterior angles always will be 360 degree. So this sum of this 125 plus 125 plus x, that will be equal to what? 125 plus 125 plus x, that will be equal to 360 degree. So 125 plus 125, 250. 250 plus x will be 360. So x will be equal to 360 minus 250, that equal to 110. This is very easy question. Just like second figure is this. Here also first we are taking the all angles, all exterior angles. This angle is 90 degree. This interior angle is given 90 degree. So what will be this exterior angle? That angle will be 90 degree because it forms a linear pair. So 180 minus 90, this also will be 90. So all angles, this and here also this exterior angle is given 90 degree. This is 70. Only one angle we don't know. But we know the angle sum, using angle sum property of exterior angle. The sum of these angles will be 360 degree. That means 90 plus 60 plus 90 plus 70 plus x. The sum of that will be 360 degree. Then the sum will be 310 plus x. 310 plus x will be 360. Therefore, x is equal to 360 minus 310, that is 50 degree. Okay, very easy question. So someone asked me to clear that doubt. Now next we want to move next part, that is kinds of quadrilaterals. Okay, kinds of quadrilaterals. So first one is one special quadrilateral is given, trapezium. We want to discuss about trapezium first. Okay, trapezium. For that, first I draw some quadrilateral like this. Any type of quadrilateral I am drawing. So this one quadrilateral and another quadrilateral is this, and one quadrilateral is this. So out of this, when we observe these three quadrilaterals, this is a general, any property, any speciality can you see in this quadrilateral, first quadrilateral? No, only one property we already learned, that is the sum of the interior angles of any quadrilateral will be 360 degree. That only we can generalize in this case. But in this case, when we draw this quadrilateral, we can see these two sides are parallel. Okay, so these two sides are parallel, and what about this? It is not parallel. So if any quadrilaterals, if it have at least one pair of parallel sides, such type of quadrilaterals are called trapezium. Okay, it should be any one pair. So another quadrilateral also I am drawing. If one quadrilateral like this is also including a quadrilateral, is it? It is a quadrilateral, four sides polygon, and also we know its special name, rectangle. So in this case also these two sides are parallel, and one more pairs, these two sides also parallel. So in this also include in the set of trapezium. So what is the main condition for a trapezium? It should have at least one pair of parallel lines. Then that types of quadrilaterals we can call them trapezium. And different types of trapezium also we can discuss. So first case, another one case of trapezium is like this. If it is, this is one type of trapezium. This also a trapezium. This also another trapezium. So in this case also these two pairs are, these two sides are parallel, and in this case these sides are equal. Okay, what about this? Is it equal to this? No. So these two sides are different length, but in this case these two sides are equal. Such type of trapezium are called isosceles trapezium. Isosceles trapezium. Okay, that means if the non-parallel sides, if the non-parallel sides are equal length, such type of trapeziums are called isosceles trapezium. Now trapezium is this. Next, another type of quadrilateral is another important quadrilateral is parallelogram. Okay, so what is the difference of trapezium parallelogram? You know, for if it is a quadrilateral with two pairs of parallel lines, we can include in that it is set of parallelogram. Okay, if any quadrilateral, take any quadrilateral. I draw one quadrilateral like this. This also quadrilateral means we know what is the definition of quadrilateral. Quadrilateral is a closed figure made up of a polygon made up of 4 line segments. So in this we have also 4 line segments, 4 sides have. In this case these two sides are parallel, and also when we take these two sides, that also parallel sides. Such cases, such types of quadrilaterals are called parallelograms. Okay, if two pairs of opposite sides are parallel, then that quadrilaterals are called parallelogram. Now one thing, in this case, now is it this parallelogram, is it a trapezium or not? It will be included in the set of trapezium or not? Yes, all parallelograms are trapezium, because what is the condition for trapezium? For trapezium, it needs to be only one pair of parallel lines. It have two parallel lines anyway. It include in the set of concept of that trapezium. So all parallelograms also include in the set of trapezium. Okay. Now we can discuss more about parallelogram. Okay. It's very important, the properties of parallelogram. All of you want to know all properties of parallelogram. Before studying the parallelogram, we want to know each elements of parallelogram. If you draw a parallelogram, so what we can say, these two sides. First we can give a name A, B, C, D. It is a parallelogram A, B, C, D, and in this case the side AB and side DC are opposite sides. What is the opposite sides of? First we want to discuss about the elements of parallelogram. Okay, so the opposite side of AB is what? DC. Opposite side of BC is AD. Okay, and here have 4 vertices. For a parallelogram there will be 4 vertices, A, B, C and D, and also it have 4 angles, angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D. And one more thing, what is the line segment drawn from one vertex to its opposite vertex? What is its name? Yeah, diagonal. So it have a parallelogram have how many diagonals we can draw? 2 diagonals, and that meeting point we can represent as O. Now when we discuss about the properties of parallelogram, first we want to know AB is parallel to what? AB will be parallel to BC. That is, this opposite side of AB that will be DC. So AB will be parallel to DC. And AD will be parallel to which side? AD. What is the opposite side of AD? That is BC. So AD is parallel to BC. That is first property. Opposite sides are parallel. Then second property is that opposite sides are equal length. Okay, what is that? Opposite sides will be equal length. So AB is equal to DC and also AD will be equal to BC. That also another special property of parallelogram. Next, opposite angles also will be equal. Opposite angles. What is the opposite angle of A? Angle C. So angle A will be equal to angle C, just like angle B will be equal to angle D. Very important properties of different types of quadrilaterals. So main is parallelogram. If you know the parallelogram property, then it will be very easy for the remaining quadrilateral also. Next, what about the diagonal? These two diagonals meet at the point O. Okay, so that property we can say the diagonals of the parallelogram intersect at O, bisect, the diagonal bisect each other. That means, what is the intersecting point of that two diagonals? That we represent as O. So if it is the intersecting point of that two diagonal, then what we can say? BO will be equal to OD. The length from here to O, from O to B, that will be same as from O to D also. These two length will be equal. That is OB will be equal to OD. Just like the length OA will be equal to OB will be equal to OD, and also OA is equal to OC. That is, it bisect each other. The intersecting point of the diagonals, the two diagonals bisect each other. That means it divides that line segment into two equal length. Okay, so that is another property. And also one more property is there. The adjacent angles form supplementary angles. What is supplementary? The sum of the angles will be 180 degree. Which is the adjacent angle of A? Adjacent angle of angle A have two adjacent angles. Opposite angle we already learned. What is opposite angle of A? Angle C. So what will be adjacent angles? One adjacent angle is B, another adjacent angle is D. So adjacent angles will be supplementary. So if it is A, that is angle A plus angle D will be how much? If it is supplementary, the sum of that two angles will be 180 degree. Just like angle A plus angle B will be equal to 180 degree. Just like angle B plus angle A is 180 degree, angle B plus angle C also will be 180 degree, or angle C plus angle D also 180 degree. Just like all adjacent angles form supplementary angles. These are the main important properties of parallelogram. So first property, opposite sides are equal, opposite sides are parallel, then opposite angles are equal. Then what is the next? The adjacent angles are supplementary. Then the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. The diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other at the point of intersection. These are the main important properties of parallelogram. Okay, using that properties, we can do one question from the textbook. From the textbook, page number, all of you take page number 50, page number 50, exercise question 3.3, exercise 3.3. Okay, given a parallelogram ABCD, all of you take this part and look at these answers. Given a parallelogram ABCD, complete each statement along with the definition or property used. AD is equal to dash. AD. So what is the, because it is a parallelogram AD, what is the opposite side of AD? Yeah, BC. So AD is equal to BC. Then question B, angle DCB. DCB, that will be equal to what? And it is the opposite angle of C, that is A. So how we can name it? Angle DAB. Next, question 3, OC equal to dash. OC will be equal to OA, that is the diagonals bisect each other. Using that property we can say OC is equal to OA. Then measure of angle DAB plus measure of angle CDA, that is angle A plus angle D. That will be how much? Yeah, 180 degree, using the property of adjacent angles form supplementary. Using that you can do the second question also you can do as homework. Question number 2, do the first question. Do this question as homework. Okay, thank you.